only today, but as long as we're alive to choose to do what's right for everyone we come in contact with, our family and friends. Father, let us be with this court and making tough decisions. Please, Father, give them wisdom and guidance. Let us all do everything that we can to please you. Go with us and watch over us, and thank you for your son, Jesus. It's in his name we pray. Amen.
First thing you see is the accepting the minutes of the last court meeting. Second. Next thing you see is pay the election officers. Motion. Second. Next thing, all in favor?
Yes.
Next thing is file a motion with the circuit court. It has to do with a prisoner that the public defender made a request. They moved a guy to Fayette County. I'm not sure that we can talk about his name.
No.
The difference of $75 versus $25. We're going to file a motion.
When the order is entered, to ask the court to bring him back here.
I have a
It's
motion
going
for
to
that.
cost us $50 more a day to put them in Fayette
already
versus.
costing us $50.
Exactly.
We're already paying.
Yes, we're already paying.
Right.
As opposed to-
Basically, this is only my thoughts, is that
I know what you're going to say. I wasn't asked to comment that. We don't know. No.
I'll reserve my comment.
I don't want you in trouble.
Motion, second, all in favor.
Thank you.
Yes.
County Sheriff, Brian Jude's here. He wants to present a proposal to us. Would you come up, Brian?
I got Tracy with me. He's the head of this project. He's well qualified to let you guys know exactly what we're doing. We're trying to find a facility that we can use. You know, we've sent a letter into the court asking for use of it, but we're really just looking for something, you know, part temporarily right now that we can use until we find a facility that we can permanently put this project on.
If please support, I'd like to pass out that information.
That'd be great.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
I'll just go ahead and read this if that's okay with you guys. Cofield Lumber is proud to introduce our newest product, Selenostrate, a pre-mixed bioreactive treatment media for selenium reduction. I know that's a word sentence. But basically what this product does is it's used to treat runoff on former mine sites here in both Kentucky, West Virginia, and all across the country. This product is the most environmentally friendly and affordable green treatment technology for selenium removal. Used in passive biochemical or sulfate-reducing reactor systems, this organic substrate comes pre-mixed and available for pricing by the cubic yard. Cofield Lumber will deliver this material to your site ready for immediate use in your treatment system. The advantages of passive biochemical reactor treatment are low capital and operations cost, minimal operator supervision, passive operation without chemicals or energy, and a subsurface design that can operate in cold weather conditions. Pilot studies have indicated this system can reduce 98% in selenium levels in treated water. Long and short of it is, this is the announcement we actually sent out to our customers, which primarily right now are mining customers or former mining customers in this case, in Kentucky and West Virginia. This is a new product for us. The people who are being forced to use these products now are the people who have been mandated by the Division of Water. Any runoff from former mine sites now has to be treated before it can be released into the stream system. This is one of about 10 different options that companies will have to do this treatment system, but is the only green process. This uses primarily our products that are produced here in Inez, in Martin County, from our lumber site here off of 645. It's primarily wood chips and sawdust. It's used to create a place for bacteria to grow inside these ponds. The bacteria itself is what eats the selenium in the pond and creates a different chemical or different molecule that's clean water, that goes into clean water, that's then put out into streams. This mandate probably only looks for about 10 years, but it was only about a year and a half ago these companies were forced to come up with a timeline to do this. And we have right now 2 customers that are waiting for immediate delivery of this product from us. This is a product that could be a big deal for us and a big deal for Martin County. It would give us an opportunity to provide some new jobs here. We want to do this here in Martin County. It'll initially produce 6 to 8 new jobs here in Martin County. And our proposal is to use the site that we're discussing here. We know there's some problems with the road there and some problems with some debris on site. We'd like to provide the material and the equipment to clean up the site, to fix the road, and use this site temporarily as a place to mix this product for our customers.
Is this kind of like a pilot project to see how it's going to go? Or?
No, sir, this is going to go. Our only concern right now is competition.
It's been done in other places by other companies.
Yes, sir. We have already provided this product to other companies. I have pictures that I've shown Mr. Sloan when he spoke earlier.
Okay, after you get the temporarily get started up, do you see more jobs than 6 or 8 jobs coming for you?
Potentially, absolutely, and we would like to, past this point, also consider maybe one of the Honey Branch sites as a location for this project long term. This project will continue long term. This is, like I said, mandated that anyone who disturbs the surface do this. This includes copper mines in Colorado and coal mines in West Virginia. And as our knowledge today, there is no other company that's producing this particular product for this use currently, other than ourselves. And we hope to get a jump on other competitors and be able to build this into a project that can employ upwards of 20 or 30 folks.
So would the jobs start, the employment start pretty soon?
Yes, sir, immediately. We're in the process of hiring truck drivers right now.
So would these be new jobs that's
Yes,
created?
sir.
Would you, like, for example, if we were able to release the property for a temporary span of time, would you be willing to have in the lease a contract stating that you would have those jobs, and if not, you would pay a penalty?
Sure,
For a job
absolutely.
below that?
Yes, sir. With the owner's approval. He's the man that makes those decisions. I'm just
So you basically guarantee those jobs. Say 6 jobs, for example, and if you drop below 6 jobs, you'd be willing to do.
I don't
a
think there's
penalty.
any danger of us dropping below that number. I think actually the number that we produced to you all is a minimum.
Well, let me step in here a second.
Yes.
You know, you're asking us to, we're saying, look, starting off, we know we have 6 jobs. But now, we know we have like 20,000 yards of this product to make. We have orders on it. But what happens if we fill this 20,000 yard order in 3 months, then we got to drop back. Our trucks are not running. So, you know, we'll continue to be mixing this product, but we can't pay these drivers to sit there. I mean, so what I'm asking is, you know, we'll guarantee the jobs, but I can't guarantee that we're going to continue 6 jobs for a solid year, because this is, like I say, we're just getting this thing started.
So maybe, could we look at something other like, if you drop below the 6 jobs, maybe we could charge you a little nominal fee each month or something other?
Why can't the county just set a flat rate for 12 months, a lease, and let us pay the lease?
We have problems with the area you're talking about. We went through this before, I believe, that you recall, but John brought this up before, tried to get them to lease the Caney Shack
Well, I think
property.
at one point in time, you were interested in purchasing the property.
And we told them, you know, there's restrictions in that deed. If you're aware, there's 28 pages to that deed we got. Ms. Muncie, we filed a written response, and hopefully we may be able to help you, even though we can't to the Caney Shack property. But there's other areas we believe in. I'm glad you mentioned Honey Branch, and that may be one of them.
And really what it comes down to is Honey Branch has the restrictions that both Christian Appalachian Project and the county agreed to. And
And the
that
Caney Shack.
Caney Shack, excuse me, that it's to be used for
Okay, now,
recreational.
he said Honey Branch, but he means Caney Shack. Am I correct in that?
Well, what they're talking about is after it gets started up, they're willing to move to Honey Branch.
Well, that's what
Yeah,
we're
that's what
telling
they're
you,
saying.
there's restrictions in this deed, like we told when they wanted to buy it. There's restrictions when the county took this property. Victor, if you remember, we thought there's too many things the coal company was getting out of and put on Christian Appalachian projects, but the court took it anyway. And the court took it, and one of the restrictions was, correct me if I'm wrong, was it had to be used for recreational purposes And I think a couple of weeks ago, you even got the court to become part of the 9-county
Coalition.
coalition
Correct.
to do that, to get money. However, I'm not aware of anything on Honey Branch that would prohibit them from going up there, and I'm glad you mentioned that.
Well, I think what the
court
thing is where we have a concrete pad up there, Candy Shaft. and concrete.
There's two places, if I'm not mistaken, not only was that brown building with concrete, goes forever, but Schlumberger, I believe, too, Judge, moved out of there, also is vacant.
No, Logan Corp's in there.
Well,
Just
the problem is, we have a restriction. We can't do it on the Candy Branch property. But
say we vote to go ahead and do it, who's going to
we
police
can
that?
advise you don't have to follow our advice. We just tell you what our advice is.
You
And
still
can do
what you
whatever
do.
you want.
All we're not asking for the whole property. We're not asking, for the whole property. All we're asking to use is just what you have on the concrete and asphalt. The property around it, we don't need anything. We don't need that. So, but I think it's restrictions on it, but we're not taking the whole property.
But our official request is that we are asking to temporarily use the property in Caney, and then we'd like to begin the work to maybe locate at Honey Branch as a permanent facility for this operation. This is only a temporary choice that we
I went up there yesterday and looked at it, and there's a lot of cleanup there. I mean,
A lot of debris.
if you're getting cleanup for free, I mean, I don't see any reason to have to
What's
pay.
up there, guys?
Them
Concrete,
buildings,
asphalt.
Asphalt.
All the buildings that was there is completely rubble.
rubble down,
course,
the
the
weeds,
metal's all
the
gone.
brushes,
The office building.
the weeds is turning the trees.
The roads have holes in them, and the trees are
Roads
actually growing
road, absolutely.
from to the tree.
Let me ask you, is there chemicals going to be mixed up there, you said?
No, sir, this is a completely green process.
All organic.
Selenium is actually
That's in the
chemical that's
container.
used in the body. I mean, but now,
How many months
above a
have you
certain
talked
level, it is dangerous.
I think you said 12 months, and
I like that 12 months. It gives time to look at this Honey Branch property and stuff. The reason why, we're pushing so hard on this because, like I said, we've got these orders and we need to start, as soon as possible to fill these orders.
Again, for the record, we want to follow our response. The court can decide to go against what we recommend. That's your all's decision. I want that in, Madam Clerk. It's our response. And, he just said, I don't understand wanting to go up there for 12 months and then go to Honey Branch. I'm sure Honey Branch, that one building would love to have you right now, Mr. Booth. Nobody's been up there for over a year.
well, from my understanding, he's needing to start on this like tomorrow.
Well, that place is up there, John. He can't start tomorrow. You said he just told you he's going to clean it up. He had to clean it
That's
up.
what he got to do.
Honey Branch is, you don't have to clean anything up.
Well, what idea do you have for, the facility at Honey Branch?
It's not us. That's an economic development, Big Sandy.
We'll have to go through a process.
Yes, Christie
to get that
Brown should be
going.
here. I'd say she'd be happy
That's
to.
probably a 6-month.
Right, we don't have that
Some kind of
time.
process.
And our building's got a 50-foot crane in it, and, a 50-ton crane and a 25.
Well, this is not gonna work inside of a building like what you got, what they have up there. Because, we're taking this organic matter, we're gonna take it there and mix it. What we, the way we want to set this up is we want to put a clear span building. Wherever we go, we want to be able to go in and set concrete in, put clear span buildings up to where we can bring dump trucks in, semis and dump them under these clear span buildings. But the enclosed walls, I think we did a lot of damage to the building.
Again, we had to advise you because of the restrictions. If you want to go against our advice, we'll restrict us.
So the problem is that you can't charge a lease or rent.
No.
As long as they're for free.
No, let me tell you what it is. First of all, if you've got surplus property, it has to be bidded out for lease. It has to be bidded out. He's asking for a lease, not have it bidded out and do that. Second of all, you have to have surplus property. We have to run the paper. That's not being done. He wants to bypass that. That's what we're saying. That's not what you're supposed to do according to the law as the court.
Now, we're just talking about a lease here, so we would have to bid out a lease.
You would have to bid it out surplus property, yes, like we've always
It
done.
wouldn't be surplus property though, we're
To
retaining
sell
ownership.
or lease.
But if there's no money
I'm
involved.
not so sure about that, guys, you better check on that.
Well, it's my opinion, you know, and you can get a second opinion if you want to. And next of all, you have in the deed the restrictions.
Correct.
Now, if you know that, we brought it up, it's been brought up before, and the court turned it down.
I myself am not for a permanent facility at Candy Shaft. I mean, I'd be for a temporary,
Well, that's
you know,
your advice.
for the 1 year.
We told you our advice.
How far are we off from the trails and the?
It's a while, and, you know, as far as the trails, we're talking about county-wide. You know, the Honey Branch side is, the Candy Shaft side is just a piece of that. I mean, it's a part of it. You know, we want trailheads there, community center, Appalachian Speedway, other places in the county. It'd be a total county, 9 counties. And most of the border counties, they want to be able to ride from one county to another county, from one state to another state. When they get tired at McCoy Trail, they want to have other places they can go to. I mean, last year there was over 40,000 visitors to Hatfield McCoy Trail, impact $33 million. That's fuel, lodging.
And then on, and if that happens, how far off?
We're still a little ways off. We're at least a year.
We don't have the law passed yet.
Right, we're on down the road.
Right.
It's coming up.
Right.
And then after we get the law passed, create the
Right.
then we apply for grants and stuff. And, well, West Virginia started in '96, and they opened the first trail in 2000. I don't think we're at that magnitude, we're following their leads.
Right. Well, it should be a little shorter time span.
Right.
They've tweaked it around where they know the, you know, the
I'd
process to
say
go through.
2 or 3 years from now, we'll be a good guess. All right, what's your
I
question?
think Ms. Muncy has to
Are
come.
you all gonna bid this out?
No,
No,
just a little, if we do, I don't know. Well, I'll make a
What are
motion.
you talking, like, what kind of terms are you talking?
Well, we would need to have some kind of terms for sure, and
12 months temporary,
what's the cost?
the cost. If he's gonna create jobs, I think we should let him go up for free,
well,
for
I've not
temporary.
been up there, Victor, I don't know how much cleanup is. But Kenny was up there and he said cleanup shoot.
It's probably a good, big-sized job,
It's a huge job,
cleanup.
cleanup job, and if he's gonna clean up,
But
and then once he gets
think-
it cleaned up, we've gotta go for what you want to do. You know, it's all
I
clean.
agree with that, but I don't think I think we should still have, you know, some type of monetary value for it. I mean,
Well, about $100 a month.
That's what I think. Our advice is to bid it out if you're gonna do it.
I don't know what cleanup costs, if we done it.
It costs a lot.
$15,000 to $20,000.
More than that. It costs more than that.
Oh, just trash.
what is cleanup? So that's.
They're gonna have to fix the road, they're gonna have to fix the road, they're gonna have to cut the weeds on the road, because they're trees now. Like Kenny said, we went up there, it's a mess.
You can't, it's a 2-lane road, you can't even see, but half of it is total around the road.
Oh, really?
All the way up through their spot.
I make a motion to charge them $100 a month, let them have it for the 12 months
And clean it
and
up.
clean it up.
Got a motion, got a second. Second, all in favor?
$100 a month plus cleanup.
Yeah.
What are the terms of the lease? I mean, they're just gonna,
12 months.
12 month
What
lease.
about, how are we gonna guarantee we have
Are we
6
guaranteeing
jobs?
jobs? I mean, I'm for the jobs. Everybody I talk to in the
I
county.
think you can take the man's word for that.
Well, I'd like to do that, but, everything in writing is
And
better.
just create at least 6 jobs for 12-month period.
Yeah, okay.
Possibility more.
Yeah, the lease.
Okay, he said, will you be willing to do that? Create 6 jobs, 12 months, okay.
A minimum of 6, hopefully more.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I mean, $100, in my opinion, is basically nothing. I mean,
It's gonna cost $12,000, $15,000, if not more, to clean it up.
right? We have the property, they want the property. So, I mean, I think we should, you know,
You know, we'll be spending
Well,
money
what-
on gravel, and if
Yeah,
they're
they
in the roads in.
We're gonna have to gravel the road, fix it.
Because a lot of the road is,
It's gone.
It's gone completely.
Got a motion and a second, all in favor?
Are you not gonna require to fix the road? Are you not gonna
That's what I'm
require, where
saying.
you gonna move the material?
You have to
We
fix
need
the road
to have
before you
all
can
that
even get
in
out
there.
Now you're
clean
gonna
it
have
up.
proof of, the employment.
exactly.
You all need to discuss that.
Well,
Would be W-2s on file in
Yes.
the occupational tax office.
You need to discuss it with us. Tell us what terms you want.
And I mean, I don't think $1,000 a month myself. I mean, I don't know.
Then you ought to pay for cleanup.
And then if it gets above a certain amount, you're gonna have to bid it out. I mean,
Yes,
if
I
there's
Over
would.
19,000, you have to do that.
You've got all kinds of problems with this, folks. I'm trying to tell you.
well,
We can, I'll give 1,000, we can give 1,000 a month, but the cleanup is, we move everything off the concrete, and that's why we pile it up in a specified location. That's not burying it or reclaiming it like that. I mean, that's just cleaning that property off.
And they just gonna clean the whole
Fixing the
place
roads.
up. So all we gotta do is run and start building.
So you're saying cleanup then? With $100 a month, you're saying you're gonna bury all that material up there?
No.
We'd be happy to pursue on behalf of the county what would be amenable in terms of disposal costs and what's up
a
there.
lot of that stuff can be
Yes,
Some can be moved, but some of them have to be hauled out.
Okay, you just said that you would bury all that stuff if you weren't paying $1,000.
No,
No, sir.
we're just cleaning it up, moving it out,
Moving it off,
moving it off.
even at $100 a month, that's what you're gonna do.
Yes, we're just gonna get that away.
So you're not,
I mean, if
you're
it's,
just moving it, you're not cleaning it up, you're just moving it over
Well,
to another location on the property.
it is a cleanup, I mean, we're putting it out to the side.
But it would
So
still,
where you can use that piece of property.
debris would still be there that we would have to mitigate on down the road and get rid of it. So that's the thing. I don't
But with us being on site,
It's not a
I mean,
cleanup,
we'd be
it's not a
happy to
cleanup.
try to help the county. I mean, obviously, we want to help the county, and as people who do the work.
Would you be willing to get rid of all the stuff, the debris and stuff?
We'll get rid of the material.
Okay. Okay.
Where?
Do they have to haul it off? What's,
Where?
what can't be buried.
what can't be buried, they'll have to haul it off to the landfill.
But most of it's cinder block and brick.
Yes,
Nothing else
most
up
of
there.
it's in the block debris.
And you'll do that for,
For $100 a month.
and you just clean it up or we can mow it.
Yep.
Parts that can be mowed.
Right.
So you would mow it too and stuff, is that what you're saying?
We got mowers.
We get it ready so it can
Get ready,
be
can't
mowed.
be mowed.
We get ready for York and mow it, I mean, when we move down there, we'll keep the facility clean while we're there.
I'm sure if he's in business up there, he ain't gonna want an eyesore right next to his little pad. He's gonna clean it all off.
So let's get this straight. You'll clean it all up, pay us $100 a month. You'll guarantee us 6 jobs. We guarantee you to use up 12 months. That's basically
That's
what we're
basically
saying.
what it is.
Okay.
Boys, that's the potential for jobs. And the way jobs are, if we get one job in this county, it's better than none.
So we're talking about new jobs, not existing jobs,
It's new.
transfer people down.
No,
That's great.
It's a new job.
And you all don't want to try to get him to go to Honey Branch now, where he says he's wanting to go eventually?
Well, I think he would start on that process. Because it's a 6 month.
He'd have 1 year to move.
Was it 6 months? I don't
It's
understand.
too much
It
paper,
worked too much.
stays, all kinds.
To lease a building that's empty?
Having served on industrial authorities at different sites before, probably is the case that would recommend 6 months.
Got a motion second, all in favor, let's move on.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Thanks, guys. We'll pick up paperwork for you, get your attorney to Work on it. and
We'll look at it.
present to them. Warfield Fire Department, Doug?
The reason I'm here today is there's some bills that was tabled. I'd like to explain a little more, which I already know what the ordinance is and stuff. I understand that. But I made another arrangement with this guy, Kenny, to try to get something worked out with him, which I know it's unsecured loan, or we bought this stuff. But we actually have all the time here. This is the safety thing that he should have been paid a long time ago. I understand his previous people that was over it. We have a new board of directors. Of course, I'm the new fire chief. I'd just like to try to get something resolved. They said also something about the finance charges. He's willing to work on finance charges if he can see a significant payment. So I'm asking the court, would they consider going on and paying this bill, at least $8,000. I initially said $2,000 a month. I talked to him, now I got him down to $8,000 for about six to 8 months on payments. So I understand we do have some money.
Can I say that again now, Doug? You're saying you've got the bill reduced down to $8,000?
No, I got the bill, if we can show
How
a
much is the
significant
bill?
payment. The bill's $24,000 with interest, or 20 something. If you want to pass it around, I can give copies. He said anywhere from $8,000 to $10,000, but he's willing to work with us on anything. But this, like I said, this is a safety issue. If we didn't have the equipment, I could understand it, but we got the equipment. You know, we got the turnout gear, boots and everything, so.
So you're needing $8,000.
So he's wanting
to pay.
He's got the 8,000 for the first, for the initial payment.
Yeah, and then he's gonna work on.
And then he will
the
reduce
interest.
the finance charges.
Right.
He's been really good about working with us. He's waited over 2 years for his money.
Okay, the previous bill that came in was $2,000, had been worked out.
Yeah, yeah, but it's actually cheaper because this was $2,000 a month. That was before, and it got, you know. So this is actually a little bit less because this will be anywhere from 6 to 8 months, which he didn't put it on there, I don't think, on that, but like 2 installments, 3 installments or something.
It don't say that.
Yeah, I know. I spoke.
It says if I receive a minimum of 8,000 to 10,000 on the first payment before the month's end, I will look at reduction in the portion of the
Yeah.
finance charge.
Yeah, but he's just wanting to see if we're actually paying it, because he's been told before, you know, that he get a payment and he never did.
He's getting impatient.
And if he sues us, he's gonna get, more than likely get everything. The finance charges and everything.
I've spoken with Doug, and I addressed the court on this last time. The problem that I have with this is that Warfield Fire Department had passed an audit. The state police are investigating. There is a possibility that there could be numerous unsecured claims against the fire department. There are also secured claims against the fire department. And we don't know how much is going to come in. We have no idea. I believe it would be prudent to wait and see until the end of the investigation what all comes in, both secured and unsecured. Ultimately, it's up to you guys, but the way the ordinance was amended was that the court was to approve the ordinary and necessary operating expenses. But this is an obligation that accrued during the time of the alleged fraud and wrongdoing. I'm not saying that the equipment or the gear did or did not, but we just don't know what else is out there. And the fire fee money is a finite amount. And you're gonna have to spread that amongst your secured and your unsecured creditors because we want Warfield to survive. We need the fire department to survive. So we've got to marshal our resources the best we can so that they've got the best chance of making it go. Every purchase, all the allegations that may have happened with the audit, those are all potential claims, all of them that are due. So I'm not saying, I just think you should wait to see what you've got before you start spreading your money now this early. I think the court's only been responsible, I think the account was just opened a month ago.
Correct.
So I've got a memo, if y'all want to pass it around, you want to give people.
And let me say this, there was rumors that people want to post on what their fire department. I can't imagine anyone with any sense want to post on what their fire department. And if you remember, when the firefighters passed the ordinance, that money was to go to different fire departments. That money's earmarked just for the Warfield Fire Department. It's earmarked for that. This court saw a need, and they amended that ordinance to allow Warfield Fire Department all of their operating expenses to be paid. That's how much they want to help this fire department. I admire what you're doing. You're related to it. This man's related to it. There's no dispersion cast toward you all whatsoever. But you see our problem.
Yeah.
That is the way the law is, but the court, we don't vote.
Yeah.
We don't vote contrary. I don't pass blame on anyone or put anything up. I'm man enough when I do something, I take credit or the blame. But you see what we have to do. We advised them, and that's up to the court. We don't vote.
Deals, there was also a deal that was tabled too. That was certification of our packs. There was, I ain't gonna go into the discussion on what happened that day, but these air packs wasn't certified for a long time.
And that's required by law.
And it's required every year that they be certified.
So you're saying that's unnecessary?
That's
Absolutely,
the
yes.
deal, and I'd like to have that one taken too. In order for the fire department, I understand, you all want to pay the bills, necessary bills and stuff, I understand that. But how can we have an audit down the road when we don't even have any money to show that we can have audit? I mean, other than what donations we got. And that comes in separate from the fire fee and stuff.
So it's my understanding that once the investigation was completed, that we would then return the money over to the Warfield Fire Department.
That may be a year, maybe
It's a possibility.
a year and a half, 2 years.
We'll go under by then.
I mean, I know I'm kind of throwing a few things at you at once, but, I was going to ask for $15,000, which I know it's been advised not to. And, the way our system that we got over now, our board of directors, you'll be able to pick up the phone and I can have you something within just a few minutes showing what we spent, what's been voted on, the minutes. It's actually going to be on Don's website.
It's not a question about the current.
I understand that.
It's a question about what's happened previous to that, and this is part of the past investigation.
Well, no matter what, if we get sued by a past creditor,
Right.
whether we got money in our bank account or not, it's not going to matter because then they attach our building, our trucks, and other equipment.
Once it's been in litigation or been sued.
Right.
But I understand it's the past, and we got a new board.
But we're in a situation right now where we have absolutely no money, period. We're zero.
No, you have all the money that was collected by.
No, we have zero. I can't write a check for anything, so we are broke.
But still, the money is there for Warfield Fire Department.
Okay, but if it can't be spent, it's not there.
Then you bring to the finance officer.
Okay, tell our creditors it's there, and one day down the road, they may get it.
That's the point that Lynette was making, is that you don't have just this one person as a creditor that wants their.
I understand that.
You have numerous.
I understand
people.
that.
So if you spend all your money just paying off this one creditor, then the next guy that gets in line, and the next guy that gets in line, We can say
I
the same thing
understand
about
that.
all those situations.
If that's the case, then it won't matter because we wouldn't have enough to cover them anyway, so.
But that's where our board of directors is what needs to be negotiating our money. I mean,
Because of past behavior, we have to kind of
okay,
change
that's the
that.
past.
Exactly.
That's
But it's a
past, but we
situation that we
gotta
have to kind of work through.
Yeah,
And it wasn't a situation created by you guys or a situation created by this court.
yeah.
It was created by, other folks. And it's unfortunate that it's happened. We understand that you're hurting and you're in need. And
Well, here, as a far
and we
as-
have done everything we can to make sure that you guys stay afloat and that you have money that's available to you to pay your bills.
Yeah.
We came in, we changed the ordinance, we did everything we could possibly do.
Yeah.
We opened a new account so you guys could get your bills paid. It's not like we haven't made an effort or that we've sit here and done nothing to assist Warfield Fire Department. Now, Warfield Fire Department has a new board,
Right.
and we commend those folks for stepping up. They have a new chief.
But how can
We commend you for stepping up because it's a tough situation to step up in that situation.
how can we
and
prove
do what you're
ourselves
doing.
without any money?
I understand that.
I mean, like I said, give us 15,000. If you want to see an audit in 2
When I
months, you want
spoke
to
to
see
you,
an audit in 6
or when I
months.
texted you on the phone.
I'll turn in monthly
we talked about
statements.
$2,000,
Well,
and now it's up to 15,000. See, I wasn't.
well, no, I'm asking for that to be put in our account to pay the bills. I want our money back, but how are we gonna get the money back if we can't even, when you have a clean audit? Yeah, we can have a clean audit right now because we got 0 account.
Right.
So, I mean, what's the situation,
That
I
has been
understand
discussed
y'all
too,
do it.
that, I've discussed with Lynette and Keenest here as far as, financial, finance officer handling the bills and stuff. You would have no,
It's like the
money
money's
flowing
there, but we don't.
flowing through your books or your ledgers to show what you've done, but at the end of this investigation, we've said that we would give you that money,
Yeah.
and it's just a process.
I understand
we'll have to
that,
work
but
through.
I understand you also change the ordinance, so.
We talked about changing the ordinance and putting a timeline in there, a probationary period. That would still be on down the road. It would be like right now today. It would still be a probationary period,
Well, we
6
need help
months,
now.
whatever down the road. But that will take a second reading of the ordinance. I would be willing to sit here and say, and make a motion to pay the bills and, part of the other bill, but I wasn't prepared for any kind of $15,000.
Well, I understand you from the paragraph, but at least pay the bills. When our board looks at these bills, we look at them. We don't just say, okay, we're gonna make a motion to pay our bills. We actually look at them individually. And it's like we're getting micromanaged, which in a way I can see.
Okay, the reason that you're being micromanaged is not your
No.
fault.
Well, I understand.
It's not this fiscal
Okay,
court's fault.
My point.
It's not the present board's fault. Okay?
My point exactly.
Okay.
Why are we being micromanaged for some, I understand that it happened, they're no longer there, period.
But
And like I
as
said,
Lynette has expressed, there's an ongoing investigation, so we have to kind of give that some weight, as far as the situation at Warfield Fire Department. Like I said, we commend you guys for stepping up.
And
it's a tough
I feel
situation.
like we're jumping through loops for no reason. We might as well,
It's not for no reason. You're aware of what happened. You have pretty good awareness of what happened. You've been there for several years. You have an understanding of what's taking place. So, I'll make the motion to pay the deals and, the $2,000 on the other bill. And, yeah. So I'll make that motion.
For the air
Before you make a
pack,
motion, did I speak? I'm with you.
for the air pack
For the air
and the
packs
2,000.
and the $2,000.
Listen, I don't know what happened. I wasn't involved in, and I don't want to know what happened because I don't want to get involved. But I can tell you this, board members, it takes only 3 can sign a check. And I'm one of them. And I guarantee you, I will not put my signature on something until I know what it's for and I have a receipt in my hand afterwards. You know what I'm saying? But I come talk to
Again,
Kelly
this is not
twice.
about the present folks that's in there now. This is
Yeah, that's us, you know.
Right, I understand that.
I feel like it will be.
Do you understand there's an investigation going on?
I know, yeah, and I said I don't, but what I'm saying is they're gone. You know what I'm saying, they're gone,
But
they're done.
Active investigation is what we're saying.
But it ain't me, I ain't being investigated. This board, our board ain't being investigated. It's the old ones, you know, it's them, the ones that's gone now. They're the ones being looked at, not the new fire department.
And if we don't have some
We
operating,
said, we understand those changes have to be made, be made before we can move forward. You have to have a new board, you have to have a new treasurer, you have to have a new chief.
And we've got
You all
all that.
made those corrections, but there's still an active investigation going on.
Yeah, I understand that too.
Okay.
But you also, you know, you talk
We have
about
to give that
the
way.
secure and
I mean, we just
unsecured
can't
loans.
say- We just can't say
But
that.
only the ones we know about is that one, and that has to be paid, you know, at least, like I said, Doug, you said just we need 8,000.
We also got some other safety issues.
Because that's our turnout gear, that's the stuff they gotta use to go fight the fire with, you know what I'm saying? That's, you all said, I mean, I
Making a
understand.
motion to pay the deals and the $2,000. That was the previous amount that was brought before this fiscal court. I'm now making that motion,
Okay,
okay?
but, you know what, we was just asking so we could take care of the electric bill and our stuff, so I don't
That's
have to
been
come over,
paid.
other than that, I have to come
That's
over
been
and see
paid.
Kelly every month,
If
don't
you have an
you?
electric bill, bring it over here, the finance officer will pay it. Until we can get through this situation.
But
It's gonna take patience on everybody's part.
But here's the thing, when you got zero coming in, you got zero going out, then what's the audit?
Yeah, how you gonna audit us?
Okay?
It's like you don't
If you
even.
get a bill for your electric, bring it to the finance
No, that ain't
officer.
gonna.
But what we're saying is how
It
y'all
goes to the
gonna,
board, then it comes to us, and we'll approve to pay it,
As a package.
okay? So we're not saying we're not paying your bills, we're gonna pay your
well,
bills.
can we know exactly how much we got so we can at least write it down? Because if you balance, you know, we gotta know what we've got, so as we tell y'all to pay bills, we can also keep it up, so we'll know what we're paying.
Linda, you know
Do you know how
how much?
much the amount is?
I can go see, because I've got a copy of every check that's been turned over.
Okay.
That's going to the bank right now. I've got everything that has ever been presented here in one binder. And our accounting system, the way it's set up for all their other accounts for the fiscal court, at any given time, I can show you exactly what's printed out, exactly what the balances are, at any time we need to know.
Well, that's a whole separate account, guys. It's a whole separate account of its own.
Yeah, and that's all we're saying
It's
is,
not even an account that we have here on a line item. It's its own separate account at Ina's Deposit Bank. So it's a total different account from what we do as far as our general budget's concerned.
With any other money, only your money.
no, that ain't gonna get, we just don't, you know, we got to check with you, gotta know how much you got in for you.
Right, and that's why we have a fund ledger, and that's exactly what we
So when
do,
we're at,
everything.
yes, when we're at, okay, we're gonna have this, so we can do this, so we can deduct it.
They was $2,000 a month.
Now, I understand.
So it'd be
Pay
the first
2,000.
Yeah,
And the
but
bills for the
I rearranged it a little bit to
That's
pay
all right.
every 6 to 8 months, but you didn't show that, but that's what it is for at least $8,000, which would
Towards
be cheaper
the,
than $8,000 a month.
I want
Towards
to
the
know,
turnout gear.
That we had, I got.
we are at the place now, as of now, that I can, the checks aren't here yet, because it takes time to get them. But the bank can print me some counter checks.
Yeah.
And the things that have already gone through your board, that have been approved by the court to pay, which was your electric bill and that type of stuff, we're going to check right now. So if they approve to pay the 2,000 and the bills, then we can do that. And you'll be caught up with the last board meeting that we had. That's the last packet you presented to us.
Got a motion and a second, all in favor of Richard's motion, that is to add $2,000 on the air, the
Turnout
gear and whatever.
Inspection
You know what
of the air
bill
pack.
is,
And that
Inspection,
APEC thing.
inspection on the air pack.
It was deals, he said it's deals.
that was deals.
It was in the packet.
That's deals.
It was in the
The air-
previous packet presented, right?
Yeah.
One of the table bills. I have it.
She has it because it was in that previous.
Yes, it's in the previous package, yeah.
So I got a motion and a second to pay, add to the fire department's list, the $2,000 to the turnout gear and pay the certification of the air pack.
But,
Um,
All
All in favor?
All in favor? Yeah.
I motion, John seconded.
Yes.
All in favor?
Yes.
Motion pay bills.
Motion.
I do have something. How long is this gonna be till we get, before we get any money, that we can actually show that we're in good standing with the fiscal court and the people of, our area? I mean, that's,
We don't have an answer for that,
Before you
ongoing investigation.
vote on the bills, is all the magistrates had adequate time to look at it?
Yeah, I just think.
For the record, are these valid bills?
I know that auditors asking about this, and you're like, well, this would be.
I'd like to know that for the record.
Okay, and, Vic,
Linda, are these valid bills for the finances?
I need to add the calculation, the audit.
Finances are valid bills.
To that bill.
Yeah.
Remaining on is paid.
All the
Right.
bills and payments paid.
Will you add that in your motion?
Yeah, compilation for the,
You're talking about
And
the court.
that will be,
Okay, I just need that for the record.
David Garrett.
$1,500.
More for the sports park?
Yeah.
For the audit.
Pay for this, David Garrett did. Motion to adjourn.
Motion.
All in favor?
Second.